Picture this. You're sitting in a doctor's office, anxiously awaiting a prescription for your stress. High blood pressure, or maybe your weakened immune system. But instead of scribbling on a prescription pad, your doctor looks you in the eye and says, I want you to spend 2 hours in the forest 3 times a week. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? A walk in the woods as a medical treatment? Well, according to Dr. Qing Li, the world's foremost expert on forest medicine, that's exactly what the doctor should order. Welcome to the Tree Whisperer, how Dr. Qing Li proved nature's healing power. In this video, we're diving into the groundbreaking research of a Japanese immunologist who's revolutionizing the way we think about health, nature, and the very air we breathe. Dr. Qing Li isn't your average scientist. He's a man on a mission to prove what many of us have intuitively felt for years. That being in nature, surrounded by trees, isn't just pleasant, it's medicine. But how did a respected immunologist end up studying forests? What exactly happens to our bodies when we're among the trees? And could this research change the future of healthcare as we know it? From cortisol levels to natural killer cells, from the streets of Tokyo to the forests around the world, we're about to embark on a journey that might just change the way you see that park down the street or the woods at the edge of town. So take a deep breath, imagine the scent of pine and earth, and let's explore the science that's putting nature at the heart of human health. This is the story of Dr. Qing Li, the man who's proving that sometimes the best medicine doesn't come in a bottle. It literally grows on trees. Dr. Li's path to becoming the world's leading expert in forest medicine is as fascinating as the forests he studies. Born and raised in the countryside of Western Japan, Li grew up with a deep connection to nature. The forest was his playground and his sanctuary, and unknowingly, his future laboratory. But Li's journey didn't start in the woods. It began in the sterile environment of immunology labs. As a young scientist, he was fascinated by the human immune system, its complexity, its power, and its vulnerabilities. He spent years studying how our bodies defended themselves against disease, but he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing in modern medicine's approach to health. It was in the early 2000s that Li's two worlds, his scientific expertise and his love for nature, collided. The concept of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, had been introduced in Japan in the 1980s as a form of preventative healthcare and healing. But while many people reported feeling better after spending time in forests, there is little scientific evidence to support these claims. This is where Dr. Li saw an opportunity. He wondered, how could his background in immunology help explain the healing power of forests? Could he bridge the gap between the intuitive benefits of nature and the rigorous demands of medical science? With these questions in mind, Dr. Li embarked on a series of groundbreaking experiments. In one of his earliest studies, he took a group of middle-aged Tokyo businessmen on a 3-day forest bathing trip. The results were astounding. After just 72 hours in the woods, participants showed significant increase in their NK cells, or their natural killer cells. It's a type of white blood cell that is crucial in fighting off infections, and yes, even cancer. But Dr. Li didn't stop there. He designed experiments to isolate the effects of the forest environment. In one study, he compared the health benefits of walking in the city versus walking in a forest. In another, he even brought elements of the forest to the lab, having participants look at forest scenes and smell wood oils and measure their psychological effects and their physiological effects. These experiments, meticulously designed and rigorously conducted, put forest bathing firmly on the scientific map. They showed that benefits of forest bathing weren't just subjective feelings of well-being, but measurable physiological changes in the human body. Dr. Li's work was revolutionary. It provided the first concrete scientific evidence that spending time in nature could boost our immune system, it could reduce our stress hormones, and it could improve our overall health. His research didn't just validate the practice of forest bathing, it opened up a whole new field of study at the intersection of nature and human health. Through this journey from immunology labs through to forest research, Dr. Li has become more than just a scientist. He's become a pioneer, a bridge between the world of modern medicine and the ancient wisdom of nature. And this journey, my friends, is just beginning. Hey, question for you. Have you ever felt a sense of rejuvenation after spending time in nature? Share your experiences in the comments below. Now that we've explored Dr. Li's journey, let's dive into the heart of his research, the fascinating science behind forest bathing. So one of Dr. Li's most significant findings revolves around cortisol, often called the stress hormone. In our modern, fast-paced lives, many of us have elevated cortisol levels, which can lead to a host of health problems. But Dr. Li's research showed something remarkable. Spending time in forests can significantly reduce those cortisol levels. In one study, participants spent time in both urban and forest environments. The results were clear. Just one day in the forest, cortisol levels dropped by over 12%. But it wasn't just cortisol. Other stress indicators like blood pressure and heart rate also decreased. It was as if the forest itself was a natural stress relief pill. But the benefits of forest bathing go far beyond stress reduction. Perhaps Dr. Li's most groundbreaking discovery was the effect of forests on our immune systems, particularly on natural killer cells or NK cells. These are like special forces for our immune system, seeking out and destroying stressed, infected, or cancerous cells. Dr. Li's research showed that after a 3-day forest bathing trip, participants' NK cell activity increased by 53%. But there's the truly remarkable part. This wasn't a short-term boost. The increased NK cell activity lasted for more than 30 days after that trip. It was as if the forest had given the immune system a month-long power-up. But how exactly do forests boost our immune system? Great question. This is where Dr. Li's research gets really interesting. He discovered that trees and plants emit substances called phytoncides, essentially natural oils. And these phytoncides are part of plants' defense systems. It's how they talk to each other. But when we as humans breathe them in, they have a huge effect on our bodies. Think of phytoncides as nature's aromatherapy. When we inhale these substances, they increase our NK cell activity and decrease stress hormones. It's not just the quiet, the green scenery, or the fresh air that makes us feel good in the forest. It's also these invisible molecules that we're breathing in. Dr. Li even brought this research into the lab. He pumped phytoncides into hotel rooms where people were sleeping and found that even this exposure increased NK cell activity. It was concrete proof that the forest air itself, with its cocktail of beneficial substances, was a key factor in the health and benefits of forest bathing. This research paints a picture of forests as not just passive backgrounds for relaxation, but as active contributors to our health. The trees are, in a very real sense, communicating with our bodies, sending chemical signals to reduce our stress and boost our immune system. Dr. Li's work on cortisol, NK cells, and phytoncides has proved a scientific foundation for what many cultures have known intuitively for centuries, that nature heals. And it's not just poetic language or feel-good woo-woo philosophies, it's measurable, repeatable science, and it's changing the way that we think about our relationship with the natural world. Well, hey, if you're finding this dive into forest medicine fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of this incredible science. Dr. Li's groundbreaking research didn't stay confined to scientific journals. In 2018, he published Forest Bathing: How Trees Can Help You Find Health and Happiness, a book that brought its findings to the global stage. This wasn't just another self-help book. It was a scientific call to action, urging readers to reconnect with nature for the sake of their health. The book became an international bestseller, translated into multiple languages. It struck a chord with people around the world who were feeling the strain of urban living and yearning for a deeper connection with nature. Dr. Li's work gave scientific legitimacy to what many had felt intuitively, that time in nature is essential for our well-being. But the impact of Dr. Li's research goes far beyond book sales. It's influencing health policies and practices worldwide. In Japan, forest bathing is now a recognized form of preventative medicine. The Japanese government has designed official forest therapy sites, complete with trained guides and medical facilities to measure the physiological effects of forest bathing. This isn't just happening in Japan, though. Countries around the world are taking note. In South Korea, the government has invested millions in forest healing centers. In Scotland, doctors can now prescribe nature walks as part of their treatment plans. From New Zealand to Canada, forest therapy programs are springing up, guided by the scientific principles established by Dr. Li. And the corporate world is also taking notice. Companies like Nissan and Mazda have incorporated forest therapy into their employee wellness programs. It's a testament to how Dr. Li's research is reshaping our understanding of health and productivity. But perhaps the most exciting developments are yet to come. Dr. Li's work has opened up new avenues for research and application in urban planning and in healthcare. Imagine cities designed with forest bathing in mind, urban forests and green spaces strategically placed to maximize health benefits, or hospitals with forest therapy gardens where patients can boost their immune systems naturally. The potential applications in healthcare are particularly promising. Could forest bathing be prescribed alongside traditional treatments for stress, anxiety, and even some physical ailments? Could time in nature be used to boost the immune systems of patients undergoing chemotherapy? These are the types of questions researchers are now exploring, building on Dr. Li's pioneering work. Moreover, as we face global challenges like climate change and biodiversity loss, Dr. Li's research provides a powerful argument for forest conservation. It shows that protecting forests isn't just about saving trees. It's about saving ourselves. Looking at the future, Dr. Li and his colleagues continue to explore the healing power of nature. They're investigating how different types of forests affect our health, the ideal dose of nature for various health outcomes, and even how virtual reality forest experiences might be used when access to real forests isn't possible. As our world becomes increasingly urbanized and digitized, Dr. Li's work reminds us of our deep physiological connection to the natural world. It suggests that the key to our health and our happiness might lie in the next pharmaceutical breakthrough, and also in the forests that have surrounded us all along. The story of Dr. Li and forest medicine is far from over. It's a story that's still unfolding, and each new study and application adding a new chapter. And it's a story that invites each of us to be part of it by stepping out into nature, taking a deep breath, and letting the forest work its scientifically proven magic. So as we've journeyed through this interesting world of Dr. Li's research, we've seen how a simple walk in the woods can be transformed into a powerful tool for health and healing. What began as one man's quest to bridge the gap between nature and medicine has blossomed into a global movement, changing the way we think about health, wellness, and our relationship with the natural world. Dr. Li's work stands as a testament to the power of scientific inquiry to reveal the hidden benefits of age-old practices. He's taken what many cultures have known intuitively for centuries, that nature heals, and proved it with rigorous scientific backing. In doing so, he's not only validated these ancient beliefs, but he's also opened up new avenues for holistic health approaches in our modern world. the applications of his research are profound. In an era where stress-related illnesses are on the rise, where urban living often leads to disconnection from nature, and where our immune system face new challenges every day, Dr. Li's work offers a simple yet powerful solution: reconnect with the forest. But this isn't just about individual health. As we grapple with global issues like climate change and deforestation, Dr. Li's research provides a compelling argument for conservation. It shows us that protecting our forests isn't just about preserving biodiversity or combating climate change. It's about safeguarding our own health and well-being. Perhaps most importantly, Dr. Li's work reminds us of a fundamental truth that's easy to forget in our tech-driven world. We are part of nature, not separate from it. Our bodies respond to the forest environment in measurable, beneficial ways because that's where we evolved. In a very real sense, returning to the forest is returning home. As we look to the future, the field of forest medicine that Dr. Li has pioneered offers exciting possibilities. From urban planning that incorporates forest bathing principles to healthcare practices that prescribe time in nature, we are only beginning to explore the potential applications of this research. Dr. Li's journey from curious immunologist to world-renowned expert in forest medicine is about more than just scientific success. It's a story about innovation. And it's an invitation for each of us to step outside, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with the natural world. It's an invitation to rediscover a powerful, accessible, and natural way to boost our health and our happiness. So the next time you're feeling stressed, run down, or disconnected, remember Dr. Li's research. Remember that there is medicine in the forest, in the phytoncides floating in the breeze, in the green canopy overhead, in the soft earth underfoot. The prescription is simple. Take a walk in the woods. Your body and the trees will thank you. And if you're ready to try forest bathing for yourself, why not join us for a free ReWild session? You can get the links down below. Don't forget to share this video with someone who could use a natural boost to their health. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in our next one. Until then, remember I love you, and I'll see you in the forest.